Three new GPUs are changing the market. They'll be the biggest update in years. AMD has launched a GPU with 432GB of memory. Intel finally released its biggest Battlemage chip. And Nvidia is pushing massive AI-focused hardware that has almost nothing to do with traditional gaming cards. But the real question is not which GPU is fastest. It is whether any of these launches should change what you buy. Wait, before we begin, we're excited to announce a gaming mouse giveaway. To enter, subscribe to our channel and comment DG below. If this video reaches 1000 comments, we'll select a winner and give away the gaming mouse. Starting with AMD's newest launch. At its Advancing AI event on July 23, AMD introduced the Instinct MI455X and the Helios rack scale platform. One MI455X carries up to 432GB of HBM4 memory and 23.3TB per second of bandwidth. For perspective, that's more memory than 1332GB RTX 5090 cards combined. But wait, this is not a graphics card for your gaming PC. It uses AMD's CDNA5 architecture for AI training and inference, not Radeon gaming drivers. Helios connects 72 of these GPUs into one system with about 31TB of combined HBM4. So why should gamers care? Because this shows where the biggest GPU engineering effort is going. AMD is building entire racks as one AI computer. Technically enormous but irrelevant as a direct gaming upgrade. Don't confuse AI performance headlines with gaming performance. Now here's where Intel enters the picture. Intel's Arc Pro B70 uses the 32-core BMG G31 Battlemage GPU. It includes 32GB of ECC GDDR6, a 256-bit memory interface, 608GB per second of bandwidth, and a 230W board power rating. Intel lists a $1,099 MSRP, although Puget Systems evaluated it closer to $950. That price difference matters because this card is competing for creators and local AI users, not value-focused gamers. Independent workstation testing found the B70 more than twice as fast as the Arc Pro B70 in Blender and slightly ahead of AMD's Radeon AI Pro R9700. Although Nvidia still led several professional workloads. And this answers an important question. The large Battlemage chip is real, but Intel used it for Arc Pro. Intel's official consumer desktop lineup still lists only the Arc B570 and B580, so the long-rumored Arc B770 gaming card remains unconfirmed. Verdict: excellent memory capacity for local AI and rendering, but not the high-end gaming Arc card buyers were waiting for. If this breakdown is useful, subscribe for GPU news focused on real buying decisions. Now, Nvidia's direction is even more extreme. Instead of focusing on traditional gaming GPUs, Nvidia is scaling up AI hardware that behaves more like data center infrastructure than consumer graphics cards. These systems are designed for massive parallel workloads, not frame rates in games. And this is the key point. Nvidia is no longer just competing in gaming performance, it's competing in AI compute at a scale that most desktop GPUs will never reach. But here's the catch. None of this directly helps someone choosing a $400 to $800 gaming GPU today. It does not change your FPS in current games. It does not reduce VRAM pressure in modern titles. And it does not make mid-range cards cheaper. Verdict: powerful technology, but not relevant for most gaming upgrades right now. So where does this leave the GPU market? AMD's newest monster is for AI racks. Intel's biggest Battlemage card is for workstations. Nvidia is pushing AI systems that sit far beyond normal consumer hardware. For desktop gamers, none of these products is a reason to delay a good graphics card purchase. Compare current gaming benchmarks, VRAM, power usage, and real street prices. For creators and local AI users, the story is different. Memory capacity is becoming the feature companies are willing to sell, even when raw gaming speed barely changes. Which company do you think is drifting farthest away from gamers right now? Nvidia, AMD, or Intel?